We are back. Another week of Junk Mail Tuesday, another week of moi, Anthony Streams, and she is Pink Radiohead. And we're back for some more of y'all's questions. Uh
I
I
don't know
did
why I waved.
that's we were telling the people, hey, speaking of that, Pink Radiohead, how are you feeling on this beautiful, lovely Monday afternoon?
Pretty good actually. How are you?
Nice. I actually had Labor Day off today, so I kind of just played games for a little bit and then just the rest of the day just kind of focused on content things. So I worked but not work. So it's been pretty nice. I actually got a phone call today about you, which was pretty funny. So my brother called me and we
Oh,
had a question from Trey 409, and my brother called. We call him Soup. He's one of my like closest friends. So he had asked a question in here last week, and my brother called and said, "Damn, why did Pink Radiohead just throw a stray at Soup?" I was like, "Wait, what?" So I was like, "I'm gonna check it out because I got to edit out clips today." And so I go in there, and it was the question when he asked about why is Texas hot, and I did clip. It'll be up on the social media soon. I said, "Wow, she really let him have it."
yeah. In case you don't know, that's my real personality.
No, it was awesome. We laughed. We laughed so hard. I ended up calling Soup, and I was like, "Yo, she really got off on your ass, didn't she?" That was great.
Sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. We had a great laugh. We thought that was the funniest shit ever. But Trey 409 was so scared we didn't get a question from him this week, but we have other
Oh,
questions. I'm
it's my
kidding.
fault.
I'm kidding. Uh but we do got some questions we're gonna get to. So we actually got quite a bit here, which is pretty good. We got a lot of new people listening. Um
Oh,
which is, speaking of a new person, I'm assuming this is Louie. Looey would be Louie, right? Yes.
I
I'm,
think so.
I'm gonna say Louie. If I'm wrong, Louie, please correct me. But Louis said, brand new listener here. And my question is, have you ever had a near death experience that you thought you wouldn't survive? I've got a couple that I thought for sure I was about to kick the bucket. um,
Um, Go ahead. I'm thinking of
okay.
mine.
Yeah,
It
I got a couple.
probably, but if I have to think about it, it has never been a real, near
Mhm.
death experience, but me just panicking. So,
Yeah.
oh no, I
Yeah.
do have. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Please go
Okay.
ahead with
Okay.
yours. I do remember now. Yeah.
Okay. I had there's been countless times where I was choking on food and thought I was anytime I choke on food, I think it's the end. Anytime. If I choke on food, I'm like, this is it. Like I'm out. If I start coughing, I'm like, it's over. Like I'm gonna die in the dumbest fucking way possible. It's about to happen. And but one where I got really close. There was two. Okay, besides the choking on food, because that happened quite a bit. The two where it got really close, somebody tried to drown me in a pool when we were kids, but in a playing way. I guess I shouldn't phrase it that way. We were playing rough housing around in the pool and like held my head underwater and wouldn't let go. And I just remember thinking, this is
Uh
it. Like this is it. I'm really gonna die under this pool water. Like I can't. And he was much older than me. Uh,
oh.
I want to believe he was somebody that kind of like hung out with my sister, or he was just a few grades older than me, somewhere within that. Way too old for us to be roughhousing. He was one of those like I wasn't gonna manhandle out of that. So like he had my head
Yeah.
underwater, playing around, laughing, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die under here. And right at that last second, I say last, I don't know if I was about to die literally within a point 0.5 second, but it just felt like, oh my god, this is it. And then he just pulls me up, and I just gasping for air, spitting water out. And he's just laughing the entire time. I'm like, oh my god, I'm done playing with you for the rest of my life.
Uh, do you remember his name and last name?
Shit, I wish I did. I'd go over there now.
No, I would literally look it up and see what they're up to now, to
I
be honest.
I don't even remember what they look like. It was so long ago. I might have still been in elementary school when this happened.
Yeah, that's creepy. That was a serial killer in the making, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the fact that he laughed after, like what?
Yeah, well, he's probably in jail now. He's definitely in jail somewhere
Probably,
now.
probably.
Uh, and then my other time, they all deal with water, which is why I have like a big fear of deep oceans. But I was in Galveston, which is a beach in Texas, and swam out a little too far, uh, playing around with my sister, and
Mm.
I jumped like into the waves. Like whenever the waves come, I was such a big fan of jumping into the waves like a loser. But then like the waves would come and I would just like jump into them, just get up and start laughing. I look around and I see nobody. And I'm just sitting there like, how fucking far out did I go? I couldn't see the beach. I couldn't see people. My heart is just racing. I'm just like, where am I? I don't know where I'm at. I don't know which way to swim. I'm like freaking out. And I finally hear some kids screaming. So I like just start swimming that way and they're over there throwing the balls. Like, okay, if anything, I found people. And from there, I finally made my way back to the shore. Just, I remember crying, swimming back to the shore, real tears coming out as a little kid. My mom was like, sit your
Oh,
ass down. I was like, okay,
no.
okay.
That's just I'm really afraid of the sea.
Yeah.
Actually, like I like the sea, I like water in general, but like I grew up in Venezuela, like rivers are very tricky because rivers you think like nothing would ever happen, like they look chill, but they actually have like currents that will take you away and you will not even realize and then you can drown, especially because they're
Mhm.
fast rivers, like they're like very like cautelous, like they have a lot of water. I heard that sip so clearly. It was so
Yeah, yeah, it
funny.
was a little too much. I'm
Uh,
sorry, people.
um, but yeah, no. As far as like near death experience, I think very similar to yours. One of them, but then another one was like I was on a trip with my sister and my grandmother when I was like 10, and we were in Europe and like we were doing like a European tour. So like, you're like on the bus with a bunch of people and then you have a guide and you get off on places, they tell you about the place and you get like your break to go to the bathroom, etc. So I always followed my sister around because like she's my older sister and I'm like I panic like in general like in places especially even more when I was a kid,
Yeah,
like I was always afraid of people or
same.
getting lost.
Yeah.
I'm still afraid of getting lost, to be honest. But yeah, like so I'm just following her and she's like the typical like that she would go and walk fast because I guess she was like 13, so she knows she's already at that age that she's like, I'm like
Yeah.
independent or
Flying
whatever.
sassy.
Yeah, yeah. So she's like walking fast and she doesn't care that I'm, walking behind her. And she crosses the street. And like there's like the light is on and stuff like that. It's a small street in Austria, I want to say. And but like there's a lot of traffic, right? And then I'm following her, but then the light changes
Oh
as I'm
no.
walking. As I'm walking, but then I had no like I didn't know what to do. I like literally stood in the middle of the road
Oh
looking
damn.
like, do I go to my sister or then I turn around or do I go back to the other people and then the tour guide is looking at me with my grandmother and I'm just panicking and like what I have in front of me like what like the first car or like the first vehicle that's in front of me is a huge ass double deck bus and I can see the driver staring at me,
Oh
and they're like,
shit.
because they stopped like meh, because like I was paralyzed, like I didn't know what to do. So again, I don't know if that was a near death experience, but
Yes, it is.
I panicked so much, and I'm looking at my sister, and my sister's like, I don't remember what my sister did, but I turned around, and the tour guide is like, he's calling me, like, come over, come here.
Get out of the street, please. You're freaking us all out.
Like, come over here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ah." So yeah, I think I went to him and like, yeah, I remember, like, I still remember him, like his face and everything, because he was like, I was just like, I don't remember. It was very, I wouldn't say traumatized, but I was really scared. I wanted to cry, and then yeah, the other one was in the sea as well.
Got
And yeah, and I was also a kid, and we were at a beach that supposedly it's like a waveless beach. Like there were two versions of it. Is that this is in Margarita Island in Venezuela? So like there's two versions of it. Like in that one, there was one that had like big waves, and the other one that had no waves, and it was usually very chill. And then so I'm like chilling in the water, but then I guess a boat passes by. So I'm like getting off, like, the water, and then I'm walking towards the shore. But then like a huge wave taller than me, it's right there on top of me like this. This
Right.
is the wave, this is me. And then I just like panic, and then that thing like goes over me, and then like makes me like just like pushes me down. And then I just like twirl around inside the water, swallow a bunch
Oh
of
no.
water and
Yeah,
sand, and
no.
like get all messed up in there. And then I literally couldn't do anything. I felt like I couldn't like control anything, and I started swallowing a lot of water. Like I thought
Oh.
I almost drown, right? And then like finally like it releases me, right? And then I get to shore, and then I'm like, all messed up. And like my freaking family is laughing at me.
No.
I could freaking drown. They're just laughing at me because
Yeah.
it's a waveless beach, and I get caught by the one wave.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's about the luck, ain't it? The one wave that
Hmm.
comes in, you get hit by it. Um, the crazy part is when you talk about being in the middle of the street from your first story, I could see that being me almost dying from the car, but almost it's almost like a double whammy because I would have died from the anxiety and embarrassment of everybody looking at me in the middle of the street would have been enough to take me out.
I still feel embarrassed to this
Yeah.
day. Like how everybody after they were like, "Oh, are you okay?" That made me feel so stupid. I'm like a freaking cat who doesn't know how to cross the street.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it 1,000%. Um, wow. Lesson of the story is stay away from oceans because there's a lot of death experiences near them.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Louie, and we appreciate you being a new viewer and listener of the Junk Mail podcast. Y'all keep these questions coming; they've been great. Uh, we got some. We got one here we can get out of the way because maybe I'm assuming wrong. That's why you shouldn't assume. But this is football related, and I don't know. Pink, are you into football at all?
Are we talking about
Uh,
football, like actual football? Or are
no,
we talking about American football?
the fake American NFL football.
Well, we didn't call it fake, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
word, the
yeah.
word.
It's not
uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
NFL.
I know nothing.
Okay. We could get this one out of the way then. If you want, you could just throw a team out there. You could represent Florida if you want, or if you don't
No,
have
no, thank
nothing.
you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Mailman just wants to know who do you got winning the Super Bowl? And
Me.
there we go. Pink Radiohead is the answer. You know what? I was gonna say a
I
team, but what's better than just picking
Sorry.
Pink Radiohead? Who needs a
Sorry,
football
go ahead.
team?
Go ahead. I
No.
actually do know. I do know one, and I'll say that one, but I'll hear yours first.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm kind of excited to know the one team. So the one team you know, so you're gonna.
I know two. I know two, but I'm gonna say one that I know better.
I okay. I'm excited to see who Pink. All right, whoever Pink Radiohead goes with, it's that's her Super Bowl pick. I'm excited to see. Um, four. You know four.
I know, no, three, three. I
Three.
know three,
Okay, okay. We're
actually.
we're moving up. Before long, it'll be five.
I know
Uh,
more than I thought.
I wish it was gonna be the Carolina Panthers because I am a Carolina Panthers fan since the day I was born. I know everybody says you're from Texas. You've never been to Carolina. Why are you a Carolina Panthers fan? It just happened that way. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a fan of the Texans or anything like that. But it's not going to be the Panthers. Obviously, it never is. That's been the story of my sports life. But I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they really should have won it last year, and I think they're going to come back strong and win it this year. But this is not a sports podcast, which I don't mind sports questions. Y'all can ask them if you want. But I am way more excited to hear the teams Pink Radiohead knows than I am about who's going to win the Super Bowl. So let's get to the teams that you know.
I know. All right. So as I was thinking, because the first team that I knew about was the Steelers, because
Mhm.
my dad actually supports that team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then I know that one's from New Orleans, but I
Mm.
forgot the name. But it has like that 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 I know the symbol, and it's black and gold.
Right. Do you want
And
me to
then
say it or you got it?
yes, what is
Saints.
it? The Saints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
New
that
Orleans
one. That one.
Saints.
That one. Yeah, New Orleans Saints. I'm like the Saints, and you're like, no, Saints. Then, obviously, I know Dolphins.
Yeah, and the Miami Dolphins. Okay, so those
Yeah,
are
the
your
Miami
3.
Dolphins. Yeah, I did. I thought of that third one as I was like remembering that I knew those two. Then I'm like, wait, but I know the Dolphins too because they're from here,
Florida, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's very orange and turquoise and yeah, very teal and orange. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you had to pick one of those to win the Super Bowl, doesn't look like it's going to be any of them.
Oh, I don't know which one will make it. You said probably none of them, but you said which one did I want to
Yeah, if you had to
win?
pick one, if you just pick one out of those 3, just the Hail Mary it. Well, that's a football term. Just
Um, maybe Saints.
Saints. Okay, you heard it
Yeah.
here first. Pink Radio has the Saints. If they go to the Super Bowl, this is going to be an iconic moment for you. It's going to be the biggest surprise in history. um, Thank you for that, mailman. Y'all do feel free to ask sports questions if you want. I'll definitely answer them, but and then we'll just get Pink Radiohead to just wing it. I had one of my friends that was like, "Hey, I got a junk mail question. Who is y'all's favorite wrestlers?" I was like, "Y'all gotta remember, Pink Radiohead doesn't give a shit about none of that. Like, he's never
Well, it's
watched."
okay. It's okay. You can still answer. You can
Yeah,
still answer.
yeah. Well, you know what? We'll take them all. All
I like
right.
the wrestlers from Glow.
There you go. I
That
haven't
was
watched that, but
that
I
was
heard
the
it was
show.
good.
It
Yeah,
was
I heard it was
very
good.
good. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that, mailman. Yeah, I'm going Philadelphia Eagles for that one. Drake wants to know who is your top 3 favorite animals. That's a good question too, though. Top 3 favorite anime characters of all time. And his second question is, did you watch the One Piece anime live action movie?
No. Oh, okay. So for the last one, no,
No,
I
I haven't.
haven't.
I haven't got to it either.
Actually, I I was actually talking about anime with some friends today.
Mhm.
But like, I was not allowed to watch anime as a kid. So a lot of the classics like One Piece, Bleach, and stuff like that, I have never watched.
Okay.
Like, um, but yeah, no, I have not seen it. And then top anime characters. Maybe I can say one. You say one, and then
Yeah,
we'll
we can do the
discuss.
list together. That's fine. I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people here, but I'm not saying Goku. I don't know if that's on your list. I like Goku, but
No,
I'm not obsessed with Goku like a lot of people are. I do like Monkey Luffy from One Piece. Is he one
I
of my
wish I knew.
favorites?
That would be something that I should know about, but I don't.
Yeah, but I mean it's 1,000 episodes. Does any of us know? I haven't got to 1,000 episodes. I'm in the 400s, so
Yeah, I have heard this a lot.
I actually have a Hisoka tattoo from Hunter x Hunter, so I'm gonna say him for sure. He's the only tattoo I have, so I can't act like he's not. But Hisoka from. Is there a better way to? Here we go. Yeah, look, guys, from Hunter x Hunter. I like Hisoka, so I'll put him in there. Do you want to throw one in?
The the Rocket Twins from Pokemon. They were so
Oh, Team
funny.
Rocket.
But in Team Rocket, yeah,
Yeah,
but like they were in Spanish. Like I watched it in Spanish as a kid. And honestly, I just thought they were so funny. I
yeah.
was just like always laughing and crying whenever they appear. I just loved them. Like the rose and everything, just like the mannerisms. It was
Yeah.
always my
Any
favorite part.
anytime they got shot out into the sky, I legit laughed every time. That cracked me up every time they got like blasted out of the sky. Okay, so we got Hisoka, we got Team Rocket. Ooh, Monkey Luffy might be up there. Let me look at my.
Look at him, look at her.
I I I'm gonna go Monkey Luffy. I do like Monkey Luffy a lot. I like Monkey Luffy a lot. So there we go. That's probably the wildest list anybody has ever came up with. It's super random, but Monkey Luffy, Team Rocket, and Hisoka. That are three favorite
Yeah,
anime
it's
characters.
like just like going to the characters makes me think a lot, but I think I know somebody else too. It's actually it's have you ever seen Natsume Jujinsu?
Um,
Natsume Jujinsu is a book of friends. He's a kid that can see yokai or spirits, and he has always been able to since I was a little kid. And then but then he was very antisocial growing up because he thought that people were going to judge him. Actually, he was judged, and he went from basically families to other families. Like basically he never had like one place or one family where he would stay at.
mhm.
But then all of a sudden he moved with his relatives of him, and then uh he meets this spirit or a dragon thing, but then he turns into a cat, and he's like a maneki neko, but like but moves like a live
Uh-huh.
cat, and he's just that character is so funny. I forget his name right now. No, Nyanko Sensei.
I don't think I've
He
seen it, but it sounds so familiar.
Oh my god. I will drop like a picture of him so you can add it because he's adorable too. And he's always thinking of Saki, and I don't know. I just love that character so
Oh,
much.
Saki's
I
great
found him
though.
hilarious. He's so cute.
Okay, no, I
And
have
he's
not
always
seen
thinking
this. Okay, I'm not. She just dropped the picture in the Discord. I'll put it in the video also. But I have not seen this character before.
so cute.
Yeah, I was about to say it's cute though.
And
Okay.
yeah, but he's like his personality is not cute at all. Cute at all. Like he's just like he's a little bit of an asshole. He's always saying that he's gonna eat Natsume because basically eating Natsume would give him more spiritual power.
Right.
But yeah, he's really funny. But deep down, he loves them. But yeah,
Nice, nice,
that would be
nice.
him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll make sure we get those put up here in the video for the people. I might have to check that out too. It sounds like an interesting anime.
I
Are you an
love
anime
it.
fan? Like in a like just kind of casual or
I really like anime, and I have watched a lot of animes, but like
Mhm.
I cannot say like, "Hey guys, I'm an expert." Like
Same,
in a
yeah.
room where people are, where in a room where people know a lot about anime, I just stay quiet and listen.
Same, yes.
And if they talk about something I know of, maybe I'll say something, but like I normally stay quiet and just
Yeah.
listen to the experts.
Yeah, yeah. I watch a lot. I don't process a lot. So like I just watched Demon Slayer. It's really good. Attack on Titan is really good. I watched Naruto. Some of those that's been out for a very long time. It's just like this. I don't like have the time to commit to get all the way to Boruto. Like I watched a lot of Naruto though. Like I got really deep in One Piece. What got me into it? So I watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and I watched Pokemon as a kid, like the basics. When I grew up, I wasn't really watching anime. But what got me deep into anime was when I started working at Spencer's. And it was kind of the culture. Like I'm sure you've been to Spencer's before, the gift shop. Uh, they have them in all the malls. Maybe you haven't seen them, but they like Spencer's has like
If
all
I
the.
have been, I don't know that it's called Oh no,
It's like it's hot topic
my
ish.
brain my brain I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. I think.
They're famous for the back wall with all the dildos and sex toys and all that in the back. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I've been in there.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's the one. That's how
That's
everybody knows
hilarious.
it.
That's how I remember.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it PG, and we couldn't. No,
Sorry.
that's everybody remembers Spencer's from that wall. But when I started working there, it was kind of the culture, like the animes and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, maybe I should get into it. And the first thing I tried out was what is the Death Note? I started with Death Note, and from there got hooked, and then got into Naruto and Fate, and just kept going from there. Now I'm like you, I'm very casual. I cannot hold a conversation. People get into details and things like that. I'm just like I could barely remember names, but like
And honestly, the ones that I have watched and rewatched, I'm kind of like it's embarrassing. So-
Uh-oh.
because like they're all like cutesy, girly anime, like romance show you, and
Oh,
I'm like,
well, yeah, everybody
yes,
has their
I'm like
thing.
watching her. I'm like,
Everybody has their thing. I like the dark, deathly like Tokyo
I like those
Ghoul
two.
and yeah, I'm really
But I
into
haven't
those.
seen no those ones I haven't seen like Tokyo Ghoul,
Mhm.
Hunter x Hunter. The other one I don't know if My Hero Academia could be like dark but kind of darkish maybe.
It's
I
more
haven't watched that
yeah.
either.
Have you done Attack on Titan or Demon
I did
Slayer?
the first I Demon Slayer 100% love it.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, I think I did the first season and then I had started the second season. I was trying to watch it, but then I had to stop because somebody else wanted me to watch it with them, but then they never did, and then I just forgot about the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that it's pretty good too. I got to catch up on Attack on Titan. I think I on the very last season, but I kind of got behind. Um, well, there you go. There's our there's our anime conversation for you. There's somebody much better to ask those questions to. I promise.
Hey, I captured Sakura was a great show. Okay,
There,
that
yep,
one was great.
there it is. I've never seen it, but I'm taking her word for it. It's probably amazing.
It was great.
All right, our next one is from Flint, who says wrong answers will invoke violence. What what is the worst thing you've ever drank?
The worst thing,
Yeah, that you've ever drank. I'm my
flavor
answer.
wise,
What's that?
like would like how do we want to? I need okay. So you know how I am.
Mhm.
I need a category. Like I need like understanding of what that means.
Let's not
As in
do
like as effects, as in flavor, or
flavor
how?
taste wise, like taste wise flavor. And let's leave alcohol out because I
Okay.
think that's the easiest answer. I can go through a list of alcohols and beers that I've drank that I hate the taste of. We'll try to keep it like something you could just go in the store and buy.
Okay, well, you cannot go to the store and buy this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Um,
You're like, I don't know what you're thinking about.
yeah,
So
I'm trying to read your mind. It's impossible. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go. Mine is simple. I'm gonna say pineapple juice. I hate the flavor of pineapple. I hate pineapples. I hate everything that's flavored pineapple. I can't do pineapple drinks. So I don't know if that's gonna invoke the
mm,
violence, but not a pineapple fan at
mm,
all.
root beer sucks. And I think that's
Oh,
gonna invoke violence.
yeah, that hit me. I don't drink soda. I don't even drink sodas
I'm all for
anymore. I
it.
don't even drink sodas anymore, and that hit like hard. I was like the one soda that I like every once in a while think about.
You know why? Because okay, so do you know Malta?
Uh,
Like Malta, not the island, but Malta, like the drink. It's a Venezuelan drink.
I haven't
It's
heard of
made out
this.
of wheat. It okay, so there's Malta in Venezuela and like it's very famous. It's something it's a staple and it's really, really good, in my opinion. It's kind of
Hmm.
like imagine like a dark beer, but it has no alcohol. But
Mm,
it tastes really good. It's kind of sweet. And it's kind of like a soda, right? And
right.
it's just a very Venezuelan thing. And I when I came here to the US as an exchange student, somebody told me root beer was like the same as Malta. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me have some root beer. I
It's not the same as Malta, is it?
it
It
is
doesn't hit the
not.
same.
It tastes horrible. That and Dr. Pepper, they both suck.
Mhm.
So if we're talking soda, like I'm not a soda drinker or anything like that,
Yeah,
but I have tasted those. Hate them. Also, Red Bull. I can keep on going.
I
Red
don't like
Bull,
Red Bull. I agree.
Monster, all of those drinks
Mm.
suck.
I like the taste of Monster. The original green Monster drink. I don't drink them anymore, but I do like the taste of it. I'm with you on Dr. Like soda to me just kind of doesn't like. I don't know if you've had a soda like since you've quit drinking them, but like when you like have one for the first time in a long
I
time, you're just
never,
like,
I never had a habit of drinking soda.
oh, okay. Yeah, I worked at a restaurant and I had them 4 or 5 times a day. And one day I was like, I'm done. Like I can't keep
Mm.
drinking sodas like this, and I just quit. And everyone, like very rarely, if I'm out somewhere, even then I usually order a water. But every once in a while I'll be like, you know what? I'll take a Sprite or a Dr. Pepper or something today. And it does not taste like it tastes so bad compared to when you were like addicted to them before. It's not the
Mm.
same taste. And I'm just like, okay, I'm glad I don't care for that taste
No.
anymore. Uh,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good because I think the problem is normally that's just a sugar addiction that builds up. You just
yeah.
like become. It's not even that. I think that they have ingredients that make you an addict to them. That's why
Hmm.
it happens. I'm not only talking about caffeine because you can just have coffee for that.
Right.
But I never had that issue. So, but it's because like my parents were like very limited to what we could drink and eat at home. So
Good.
it's like always eating at home and stuff like that. And that's not a bad thing. And like at that time
Yeah.
I hated it because I wanted to have what other kids wanted, like had, but I couldn't. But obviously unless my parents were in there, then of course I would go to like I would be the one to go to the parties, like the birthday
Yeah.
parties, and then grab all the soda types and mix them all together in one
Yeah.
drink. So,
Yes.
and I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I knew it was bad for us Americans when we would go into like McDonald's and things and take your cup and just put every soda in the cup. You would just just like that and just fill it up. It's insane. Like I'm trying to think of doing that as a 32-year-old. I can't. Like it's just there's no way I could do that today. Uh
No.
but yeah, as far as worst tasting, I'm going pineapple, anything. And you said some good ones. I Red Bull is so overrated. I hate the taste of Red Bull. I tried it for the first time like a year or two ago, and I was like, I don't get the hype in this. It tastes nasty. I don't like. I
It's
don't know.
awful.
Yeah, it is. It's
It's
bad.
awful. Yeah.
Flint, I don't know if you're gonna want to fight either one of us after that, but those were our honest answers.
I went for
Um,
root beer, so
that one kind of hurt. I mean, part of me is just like you don't drink sodas anymore, so it's not as bad. But the younger me is like that was my favorite. I love root beer. Uh,
no.
I kind of want to try Malta now. That's it. Did I pronounce it right? Malta?
Yeah, Malta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. I'm excited for that. I kind of want to try one. Uh, all right, we got one from Chibi here, who is a mod in my Twitch channel, and she asked, "Who is the best mod of all time?" I
Kitty. Hello.
Oh, well, you answered it. Okay, well, I was gonna say, don't get yourself in trouble on your stream. Oh God.
I'm I don't have any moderators at the moment. I mean, I do, but yeah, they're all great.
There we go. I was gonna say we could use this time to just shout out all of our mods and just say they're all great and we love all of our mods. There we go. That way we have a safe stream to go home to.
Yeah, shout
Um,
out to Coco, shout out to Zunak.
yep. Zunak, thank you for the follow. That's a
Yeah, thank you
throwback
for
from
the
last
follow,
episode.
Yeah, Mexican.
Chibi and Panda and Mailman, Mickey. I hope I'm not missing anybody here. That's gonna be bad. So shout out to all of our mods that make it happen on Twitch. Uh, all right, this one's from your good friend Trey409, who is not gonna ask us about the Texas Heat this time.
Wait, I thought we didn't have any of by them.
No, I was joking. I was joking when I said that. I was trying to make you feel bad for going off on him.
Oh,
All right, Trey409 asks, what are some good game recommendations for those of us playing games on a subscription? So like Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, Nintendo. You Xbox, right?
yeah, I have Xbox Game Pass,
Um.
and I'm literally like, oh.
Oh yes, you're. Me too. PlayStation Plus. Oh my God. Do you want to go first, or are you looking through your list?
I can tell you a couple of them that are always available on Game Pass.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. What you got?
This is not a paid promotion.
Yeah, at all.
You have Sea of Thieves that if you want to play it with friends and want to see the most beautiful ocean in a video game, please play Sea of Thieves just to try it with your friends. It's way more fun with your friends. Sea of Thieves is a great recommendation. If you like Minecraft, there's Minecraft Legends there. That was pretty fun. And then there's one that I really, really liked, Grounded.
Oh,
It's
I've
kind of
seen
like a
Grounded.
survival game with
Mhm.
bugs, and like it's such a fun game, but also very stressful, but also very fun, and definitely way more fun when you're playing with friends and building a base. Like your bases, like if you look up for bases that people that have made, the game is amazing.
Mhm.
Or like their bases, like or like what people can make with it, and then I mean, there's a lot of games that release, but I'm gonna stop right now because obviously you can go now.
No,
But I have
you're
more.
you're good. I'm about to say as many as you want to say. We're helping the people out. Grounded. I used to watch a streamer when I first started watching her. She was an artist, and those who know me know I'm super into art. And so I would kind of watch her do art, but when she played a game, it was grounded. So I watched her do like the running from like the ants and the spiders and things out there, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." I've never played it, but I've seen it. I also watched a friend do Sea of Thieves. It looked like it was fun too. Never played it either, but um, yeah.
And I see here, there this game, I guess it had it had left, but I guess they re-added it, or maybe they added a DLC. No, I don't think there's a DLC. But if you haven't played, this is a single player game. Firewatch, story driven, very, very
I've
good,
heard of that.
very good game. Yeah, you can play it anywhere, but it's also on Game Pass if if you haven't bought or anything. I really, really love that game. Like, I literally just stayed playing it, and I was very immersed in it. I really liked it, and I think it's a beautiful story.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I haven't seen anything on it, but I've heard it talked about. Um, I know I'll get the Switch out the way. If you do the $50 expansion pack on Switch, they have all kind of fun things. Like I've been playing Fire Emblem on there. Like especially if you grew up in my era with the Nintendos and stuff back in the day. I mean, they've got like the old Mario games, the Donkey Kong. So I just go in there and just play random things, and it's nice because if you're somebody who works hard, um, and like you got a busy schedule and you don't have time to commit to heavy story games and keep up with everything, like those games are fun to just, all right, I'm gonna play Donkey Kong until I'm just don't feel like playing this anymore, and then you're done. There's no commitment, there's no. So the Switch is, I always tell people, like especially my friends out here in these small towns in Texas, the only jobs that pay well are plant jobs. So they go out there and do those, and they work day shifts, and sometimes they're on nights, and they're working 12 14-hour shifts, so they don't have time to play like the games that I get into, like the Elden Rings and God of Wars and all that kind of stuff, because they're trying to prioritize sleep right now.
Yeah.
So like I always tell them, get you a Switch, and then you can just play all the old games that we grew up playing, and you can just play when you want to play and don't play when you don't want to play. So the Switch is good for that. On PlayStation Plus, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I just started it, and that game is a lot of fun. And I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game. Well, I played one as a kid. I never finished it, but I've been doing Ratchet and Clank. They've got Sea of Stars just dropped on there. I don't know if you've seen anything about Sea of Stars. It's a
I,
beautiful
s-
game.
I saw that you were streaming it.
Yeah, it. Oh yeah. That's a lot of fun. Sea of Stars was really good. If you like the old Final Fantasy games or Legend of Dragoon, it's a RPG like that. Very heavy story, turn-based game. Uh, the Horizons are on there. I believe God of War, the first one, is still on there. But they also have one called Paradise Killer, which is like it's a murder investigation where you got to come down to this island and figure out who murdered the consul. And you've been casted away. Your character been casted away from there. It's been so long, I forgot the exact reason why. But it's a lot of reading. There's no voice actors or anything, but you're just walking around this this island, and trying to figure out who did this murder. But you there's all kind of like satanic rituals and all that kind of shit you could do in there if that's your vibe. It's very dark, but also very funny. It's dark, but like very bright and funny. It's like the weirdest. I don't know. The art style is really cool. It's a lot of fun in that game. But yeah, that's what I've been playing on there. Do you have any more?
Yeah, I mean, not that I've been playing, but more that I can recommend.
Hmm.
Also on Game Pass, you have Golf with Friends is actually pretty fun.
Mm,
If you are like into indies, there's a lot of indie games there that you can try out and support indie developers as
yeah.
well. So I see my time up, even my time up Porsche is there too. So like if there's a lot of games that people have talked about and like you don't want to pay the full price for it and you want to try them, it's there. There's Hellblade as well. And Hellblade, if I'm not mistaken, like the second version, or like the second, well, like the one coming after the first one.
Mhm.
I don't know why I cannot think of the word. It's gonna be also on Game Pass. There's a game called Unpacking that is also very good for the people that you
Yeah.
said like that they're working all day and stuff like that. So you just go and just unpack things in an apartment or like in rooms for and there's a story behind it, and you gotta like figure it out once you finish the game.
Mhm.
But that one is pretty chill. Like, and then Power Wash is there too. If
Power
you ever want to
Wash,
just
yes.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many others, but Yeah, I feel like I want to game now because I haven't been gaming a lot in the last
Yeah.
couple of days. But then now I kind of want to game.
I know Sea of Stars has had me like that too. I will say one more off the PlayStation Plus is Kena. If you've never played Kena, that game is like a tearjerker, and it's beautiful and it's a lot of fun. And I just thought of that because you were bringing up indie developers, but man, the game looks like a Pixar movie. It's really, really, really good, and they should make a movie out of it.
Oh, I see. Sea of Stars is I have it on Game Pass.
Oh, is it on Game Pass too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You should definitely cop that. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Sea of Stars is
I don't know.
great. I'm hooked.
Sorry, like, I feel like this is what's gonna cause violence because like the PlayStation gang is gonna be like PlayStation better.
PlayStation better. You know what? Everybody,
Like,
just
listen,
cool it and
this
play
is
what
on
you want to
PC
play
and
on.
Xbox, okay? This is on
Yeah.
PC and Xbox. Just so you know.
He is Xbox game over there. I got the blue on for PlayStation Plus, so I say that as I have my original Xbox One
I'm not
behind me.
representing any brand. I'm not representing any brand here today.
Me neither. They gotta cut us a check. The
Yeah.
money, whoever cuts, you know who I'm a fan of? Whoever cuts me the highest check. That's who I like the
I'm like,
most.
I'm holding my tongue to not say what I'm thinking right now, and I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna let's move on from
Wait,
the
do you want to start?
conversation.
Wait, do you want to start a war? Not with
No,
me.
no.
I'm just gonna back whatever you say.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like, I just like I want to say like
Oh.
when you said like they have to cut us a check. I'm like,
oh,
you know,
okay.
I'm just like,
Okay. Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna say anything.
Are you trying to say they're not gonna cut a check? All right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
No, I'll
All
tell
right.
you later.
Okay, here we go. Our next one is from J-Dub, who wants to know, last week Anthony created a Souls-like game for Pink Radiohead. This week, can Pink create one on Anthony?
Oh my god! But you had time to think yours.
I did. It kind of wasn't fair. We could do a quick version of it. Let's do a quick version. What type of game would it be? Genre, I guess, even though it feels like genres are kind of like collided.
I feel like
into
you're
them.
a single player type of guy, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. My anxiety doesn't do well with others.
What about Anthony has anxiety? The game.
Yes. Yes, that's the most
I have
relatable.
anxiety too, so I would definitely play it as well.
That's anxiety.
So big, so you just have to like kind of like a sim. You kind of have to try to get Anthony through the day by
Mhm.
dealing with his anxiety. Like, but then he will try to do something, but then anxiety will get in the way. Maybe he can talk to monsters that are like I feel like I'm copying another game. Because like it reminds me a little bit of Psychonauts now.
Oh,
But
I
like
haven't played
yeah.
Psychonauts, but I want to.
Yeah, like so like they're psychics and stuff like that, and I haven't finished it, but like they can actually like see emotions and play with them and kind of like do telepathic stuff and you know obviously it wouldn't be like that, but it would be cool to have like physical representation of anxiety in things that anxiety cause that you maybe have to deal with.
Well, maybe it could be like a platformer inside of a brain, and then like all your boss fights are like these big ugly monsters with like the name of whatever, like social anxiety and whatever other anxieties that I have
Yes.
that I won't share with y'all because it's too personal. But they're
Like
just all the different
and there's
monsters.
different things coming up, right? Like when it's social anxiety, you're just like new people. To find
New
new
people,
people.
yes, that's one of my anxieties. New people, please stop talking to me.
Yeah. Speaking in public.
Yes. Oh my God, you got them all down.
Because I have anxiety.
Yes.
I have social anxiety too.
All right, there you go. We got a platformer.
Overthinking.
Yeah,
Scripting.
overthinking's oh my God. That's the final boss fight for me. Is the overthinking.
Self-editing.
Yes.
Self-editing. Thinking about things at 3 a.m. that you did 10 years ago.
All right, now I'm getting hit in the feels. All right, let's move on to C-Tom before I have a whole breakdown on here.
I just laugh at it, dude. Like
Yeah.
anxiety is part of you. It's like, hey, what's up? You
Yep.
don't control me. Fuck you.
Yep,
it.
that's exactly how you got to do it. Our next one here is from C-Tom, who said, I heard I heard through the show that Pink plays a lot of. Okay, hold on. I heard through the show that Pink plays a lot of Overwatch. Who do you main?
Ooh, I would be considered a diva main. I am a tank main, but I would be considered probably diva Zarya main. Although lately has been a lot of Ramatra diva. I need to work on my Zarya, but yeah, that's who I main.
I don't know any of these
Tank
people
player over here.
other than the girl that got real popular. Everybody cosplayed as her. This is probably like.
Of course, that's diva.
Oh, okay, there we
She
go.
has a make.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
diva
one.
has a make. She's a
Yes.
tank player. She's actually pretty OP. Like if you know how to play diva, you can do really well. Tank right now in Overwatch 2 is a little it's very stressful because you do so much work. You're like doing so much and then you still lose, man. Like you can go like 50 kills and
Mhm.
3 deaths while your entire team like died 1,000 times. Like, oh my god, I don't know what to tell you. But like being a tank player nowadays is very stressful. I know that wasn't your question, but letting you know that I'm
Yeah,
a
go
tank
on, go
main.
on. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a tank main.
We have to do one day. We have to record. Pink teaches Anthony how to play Overwatch. That has to happen one day.
Yeah, I was just
Gotta
thinking
happen.
that. That's funny because I was
Yeah.
gonna say, oh, me teaching you how to play.
Yeah, we have to do that one day. I gotta get in there. I have some other people who really want me to play Valorant, and I'm just like, God, that's mouse and keyboard. But we'll see how
Yep.
we'll see how that go. And C Tom's follow
Yeah,
up
wait.
question.
I need you to get practice on mouse and keyboard, please, because Overwatch on console I do not like.
I can get it on the PC. I can't use my controller while I'm on PC
You can, but why?
because it's hard. This is mouse and keyboard is
No!
hard.
No, you need to do mouse and keyboard or else.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? No, when we do it, I'm going in blind mouse and keyboard because we don't have to do anything like rankings or anything, right? We could just go in and just have fun. That don't
No,
ruin.
I will not put you through rank. No.
Come on, I hope
No,
you. I
I'm
hope you're
actually.
ranking.
I probably made. I actually have a couple of accounts. I can make another account or something that it's beginner as well. So
Nice.
I also get beginners because.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be so yeah. Okay. All right, yeah. Oh, well, y'all look out for that in the future. But his follow up question was, who do you hate to play as the most?
Who do I hate to play as the most?
Yeah, what character is a no go?
I would say Doomfist, but just because I really suck at him. Like I am so bad at playing Doomfist, and also like to be honest, I don't think I even have 2 hours on Doomfist to be on Doomfist Doomfist to be honest. Like I think
I thought his name was
Doomfist.
Doofus. I was like, well,
It's just one of the things like I have noticed through listening to the podcast sometimes, or to myself, that I don't finish words. I think I'm
uh-huh.
finishing the words, but I do not finish pronouncing the words.
That's
So like I was saying Doomfist last night too, and my friend was like Doomfy because that's what he heard I said Doomfy.
yeah. I thought you were calling him
um,
Doofus. I was like, well, I mean, it makes sense that he wouldn't be the best. His name is Doofus.
yeah, no, Doomfist.
Okay, there we go. There we
And
go.
he speaks like that. It's very funny.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. The nice gruff voice to make you think you're the hot hit in Overwatch. Shout out to Doofus.
I mean, look him up after and you tell me.
All right, there we go. We got a little bit of Overwatch knowledge. I guess I'll put all that knowledge to use when we get in there. Our next one is from PeaceDB, who says, hopefully not another shape question. Hey, Pink and Stink. All right. All right, y'all.
What?
Yeah, yo, don't. Hey, y'all never write in here again and call me Stink. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Don't ever call me that shit again. That shit kind of got me hot. I might not even finish this question. That shit just made me mad. Yo, don't ever call me Stink on this podcast again. Pink, I kind of want to fight. I kind of want to fight PCB low key. I'm gonna read your question. Don't ever call me that shit again. What other hair colors has Pink Radio had? And does she plan to change hair color again?
Well, that's a good question. I have had purple, blue, green, silver, teal, orange, and then the normal ones like copper and red.
I feel
And
like
obviously my natural hair color brown.
Mhm.
I had some blonde at some point.
I
But yeah, like for
have
a long time I just stayed with the same color.
I was gonna say, have you had pink since I've uh came into your stream? I believe I don't think I've ever seen you without pink hair.
I'm not sure when you came to stream, but I did have purple in the middle of the pandemic, and I think you were already there. I had like very strong purple hair, and
Okay,
then
you probably did. Yeah.
but I think it's just like also I don't post that often,
Right.
so other colors that I had like half teal, half purple for a
Mhm.
while. I don't think I streamed a lot when I had that hair color, maybe once or twice. Um, but yeah, I feel so the reason why I haven't changed my color a lot is because bleaching your hair damages your hair a lot, and I went through a whole process again of somebody fucking up my hair. Sorry, messing up my hair. Just go
No, you're good.
um
Yeah, cuss if you want to
and then
cuss.
I had to go through basically recovering my hair again,
Mhm.
and because I had lost all of my curls and stuff like that. Actually, January 2022 last year, my hair was like this short and purple, by the way.
Okay.
22? Yeah, 2022. Yeah, in 2022, at the beginning of 2022, it was like very, very short because I had to cut so much.
Right.
So with my stylist, we stay on the same colors now, which is are around like the pinkish and orangey, and she calls them sunset colors.
Okay. Sunset colors. I like it. I
And
like
then
it.
I would like to have other colors, but honestly, I don't know. I'm just staying with what I'm comfortable right now and whatever my hair is comfortable with at the
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get that completely. So there we go. There are all the different colors. I feel like I remember the purple,
Yeah.
but majority was pink. I definitely haven't seen anything past the purple for sure.
Yeah, when I started streaming in 2013, 14, I had very bright pink hair.
Mhm.
And that stayed for a while, and then for many years I destroyed my hair uh with different hair colors, doing it myself at home. I actually didn't even know what my hair looked like anymore as far as like curl pattern. Yeah.
Have you been back to your natural color recently at all? Or has it just been a very long time since you've ever seen your natural hair color?
It has been a very long time since
Wow.
I, I mean, I know my natural hair color,
Yeah,
it's right
yeah.
here.
Right, right.
But like as far as having my entire hair like
Mhm.
that with natural hair color, no.
Okay, nice.
I always had something going on with my hair for some reason.
Okay, no, I mean, it looks dope. You're pink Radiohead. I mean,
Thanks. Well,
that's
pink is for I'm not gonna say what it is for. It's pink is not because of my hair color. It was me not knowing how to make a name. So I was Pink Floyd and Radiohead. So but people assume it was because of my hair color. So I'm like, well,
I
I guess
did.
that's yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I thought it was because it's pink and then Radiohead, like the head part. I like okay, but yeah, shout out to Pink Floyd. Peace TB also says, also, can Anthony make up his mind on what he's doing with his facial hair? Like, I feel like,
You're being attacked.
yeah, all right, PCB, what's the issue? I answered your question about shapes last week. Like, what are we beefing for? What is up? All right. Also, can Anthony make up his mind on what he's doing with his facial hair? Okay, so look, here's the thing. If y'all must be in my business about my facial hair, uh, I kind of got like I used to have a really really big beard, but like this is nasty. But like whenever I'm eating, like you could in the corners of my mouth, like sometimes you'll be chewing on hair, and I said, okay, that has to stop. And so from there, sometimes like I'm working so much that my beard grows, and I like my hair grows fast on my head and on my face. So like I need to shave probably every other day at like the least. So sometimes I don't have the time to stop and shave. So my beard grows a little more. I haven't let it get that big again, but sometimes it grows a little more. I'm trying to keep it clean shaved. I also can't go to a barber right now because my barber is having surgery. He has to have 3 surgeries on his back. So he had one done. So he's taking time to do all that. My hair right now is crazy, which is why you always see me in a hat and hoodie. I'm looking for another barber right now, actually. But yeah, I don't have anybody to trim up my mustache. I kind of thought about goatee and mustache, but I don't have anybody to like trim it up and keep it nice since I don't have a barber. So I just been going smooth baby face. Is that okay with you, P Stevie? Or like do I need to consult with you the next time that I do something with my facial hair?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, probably, right?
This is not going to this podcast is not going to work with you telling everybody to Google their answers and me screaming at the people writing in.
Maybe that's what they're here for.
Yes. There you go. Cody asked, I watched last week's episode, but I couldn't stop focusing on that nasty red spot above Anthony's eye. All right, y'all. This is getting ridiculous. What is happening? Pink, I think you pissed everybody off last episode, and I'm getting attacked for it. Like, what is y'all's
Oh,
problem?
why? Why me?
What is this? Yes, all right. Yes, all right. So we did figure it out. Funny thing behind the scenes, I thought I was hiding it with the brim and the hoodie, and as soon as I sat down before we start recording, Pink Radiohead says, "Before we start, are you okay?" Referring to my eye. I was like, "Fuck, that's not hidden well." So I was like, "There's nothing I can do. We're here. We got to record this." Long story short, I was taking extremely hot showers. I didn't know that was the issue. I thought I was having an allergic reaction to the toothpaste I was using. But I couldn't get it to go away. My lips were super cracked and dried. I had like felt like a sore in the corner of my mouth, and it hurt every time like I opened and closed my mouth. I was putting like hella medicated like chapstick on there, and it wasn't going away. My nose was red, my eye was red up here, and I kept thinking that I had an allergic reaction to that toothpaste because I just bought that toothpaste for the first time. And one day I just FaceTimed my sister. I was like, "All right, what is this? What's going on?" And she was like, "Looks like you're taking really hot showers." And I was like, "Yeah." So she told me, one, stop washing your face in extremely hot water. And she sent me some moisturizers and some face cleansers. And now my face and lips are completely fine. Everything is cleared up.
You
We're
look fine.
good.
Yeah, you look like you are using a routine now. You look like
Yes,
glowy.
it is. Yeah, she's
You're
got me like
glowing.
moisturizer for night, moisturizer for day. I'm washing my face in cold water. Everything is fine.
Wow.
So
Shout out to your sister.
yeah, she fixed me up. All right, y'all don't let nothing pass. Thank you for that, Cody.
That's how
Uh,
it goes.
new. I don't know if you're a new listener or just new at putting in a question, but we have I Am Haven. So hello to I Am Haven. Are there any games out there that represent your life, like something you can relate to? Just found your show. Oh, there's answer. Just found your show last week, and I love you both. Oh, well, thank you. We love you
Aw,
too.
thank you.
What's the most depressing game? Elden Ring. I could probably relate. I could probably relate to Kaylin. That's my.
I was just thinking of all the depressive games I've played, and I'm like,
Yeah, Kaylin in Elden Ring. That whole area. I relate to all of that. Um. Let me think. I know that there's not going to be anything I can relate to. I can only give you the funny answer of depressing games. I don't think I've played a game that I like. I grew up in a really bad area, so like maybe San Andreas. My life wasn't that crazy with like the gangs and shootings and things, but I mean I grew up in a bad area, so I mean like drug dealing and seeing somebody get stabbed, things like that. But I wouldn't go full-fledged Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. But I mean that's probably the closest. Damn, my life's depressing.
I don't think I've ever played a game that resembles my life. I usually play games
Yeah.
to get out of my life,
Right.
not to get into it. But I think if there was one where I could reproduce my life, and I actually have, like very long, a long time ago, this is a story. The Sims. It's very easy to recreate yourself and represent your life.
Yeah.
So literally your life.
Mhm.
There was a really funny thing and an ongoing joke back in the day. I am thankfully I don't have any recordings of that or anything like that. I
Uh-oh.
feel like I was way too open on stream, but like I like this guy and he was a coffee guy, and we had an ongoing joke about this guy that I liked. And later on in life, we ended well, later on, months later or something, we ended up dating, and then we broke up a few months after, and it was very weird breakup and very depressing. I
Right.
literally,
Yes. Yeah.
literally made us in The Sims and made us break up in the game on stream.
No.
And people were like, "Damn."
Wait, you did it on stream?
Yeah,
Oh, that is legendary. Oh my
yeah.
god, that is
And
legendary.
there's actually like one person from those times that was a viewer back then. He always shows up on streams from time to
Mhm.
time, and like I'm like, "Do you remember Coffee Guy?" And he's like, "Yep."
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we need
I'm
that
sorry, and
VOD.
that's probably not the answer you were looking for, but
No,
you
that
know.
is better than the answer. Any answer we could have gave, that is 1,000 times better. That is oh my god, I wish we had that VOD.
By the
It
way, I have done it again, but not on stream.
oh my god.
I once downloaded the stream violence mode.
Mhm,
And there was beef with some people. I'm not gonna say where. But there was a group of people that had beef with another group of people where that I was part from.
mhm.
I was part of. I'm sorry, I was part of, and I made us all in the game. And I downloaded the extreme violence mode. And the extreme violence mode lets you choose like one gang or like a gang you belong to. So there's two gangs in the neighborhoods everywhere. So the hilarious thing is that so I put this group of people where I belong on one gang and the other group of people in the other gang, and like immediately like you just let the game run and you see what they do, and like they
Yeah.
shoot themselves, like they shoot each other, they fight each other, all of a sudden they start randomly twerking in the middle of the street,
Oh my
like they
god.
hit bump each other
Yes.
like gang salutations or whatever. But yeah, I did that once too, and it was hilarious because I recorded it and I sent it to the group of people, my group of people, just so we all could laugh.
Oh my god. Can we do more sim streams on your channel? These are like the best streams to ever exist. Pink
I'm not
Radiohead
sh-
made Grand Theft Auto
I'm not
6 on The Sims.
I need inspiration to do that, and it's usually just like quick spurts of inspiration, and I do it for 1, 2, 3 hours, and then I'm done, and then I don't play.
Yes, can we get somebody, one of the viewers of the Junk Mail Tuesday to blind date Pink Radiohead for a few hours, just long enough for her to hate your guts and do something to you on The Sims? Please. Thank you for that. I am Haven. Great question, and thank you for checking out the show. Our next one is from Oddworld. Love the pink Radio Souls like game idea, but can we get a pink radio skin in Overwatch, please? And what games do you badly want a skin in? I guess with Overwatch, somebody who knows nothing about Overwatch, if you had a skin in there, what class would your character be? They have
Probably a
classes,
tank.
right? Oh, tank. Okay, there you
Yeah,
go. Yep.
yeah, a tank. But yeah, the other question. I'm a tank main. Probably one of the tank
Mhm.
characters, or all of them should have a pink Radiohead skin.
There you go. Every game should have a pink Radiohead skin, honestly. What game would I want to what game would I want my skin in? I would have to have a Fortnite skin just because of how much time I put into Fortnite when it came out.
You have?
Yeah, the year it came out, yeah, oh my god. I was addicted. I haven't like now it's every once in a while, but when it first came out, oh my god, every single day. I was playing by myself, like without teammates. It's just like
Were
jumping
you
into Fortnite.
playing?
I mean
Oh,
Fall
but
Guys, Fall Guys.
were you playing Battle Royale, or were you playing the PvE that then basically nobody played, or
Um
some people played?
okay, first did I say Fortnite or Fall Guys? Because I always get them confused. I did say
You said
Fall Guys, right?
Fortnite.
I meant Fall
You said
Guys. I'm
Fortnite.
sorry. Yeah, I meant Fall Guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, so okay, cool.
Yeah,
So it
my
was
bad,
Fall
y'all.
Guys.
I knew I had a feeling I had messed that up. I always say Fortnite instead of Fall Guys. I meant Fall Guys. When Fall Guys came out, I was super addicted to it the first year, so I would need a Fall Guys skin. But I play a lot of Fortnite now. I didn't play a lot of it when it first came out. When the no build mode in Fortnite happened is when I got really into it. I have spurts. Like sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm really back in now. And I go like heavy Fortnite and then I'm done for like a few months, and then I'll get right back in for a little bit. I do spurts, but I'll take a skin in Fortnite. WWE 2K, call me. We need an Anthony skin in WWE 2K for sure. Put me in NBA 2K too. I just want to dunk on somebody. I don't even play 2K anymore, but I would love to dunk on someone. I don't know. Is that it? What else? Do we
I'm just
want
trying to think.
Pink Radiohead and Anthony Call of Duty skins that neither one of us play?
Yeah, I mean, I have played Call of Duty, not that I play it now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I wonder, like, what the skin would look like. Like, what? They just have curly hair? Like,
Yes. I have never played well, I've played Call of Duty one time for like 30 minutes in 2020.
no, I'm talking about what the skin would look
Oh,
like.
just in any game, your skin? Yeah, pink, red hair. And I
Well, this
guess
is
just
pink.
yeah. Pink.
Just
Did I
curly.
say
Like,
pink?
what? Like, just like maybe they can tell us what they think a skin of me would look like.
Yeah. And Fall Guys, it would definitely be like pink curly hair. That's it. That's
Oh my
pink curly
god,
hair.
that would be hilarious.
Yes.
In the middle, I probably like in Super Smash Bros. You can have skins, right? Some characters have skins,
No,
maybe.
I haven't played Super Smash Brothers in a really long time.
I mean, they have like different like colors and stuff like that, so I'm not
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I don't think they have skins, but they could.
And if they don't, well, they'd start with Pink Radiohead. It'd be the first skin in a Super Smash Brothers game.
All
Um,
right. Yeah.
Dead by Daylight. We have to have Dead by Daylight skins. That's probably the one. That's the one.
Only killer though.
You want to be killed? I
I'm
definitely
kidding.
want to be a survivor.
I've never been the killer. Like I've actually played only once, and I was just like someone getting murdered.
I
I was a
don't
victim.
I don't have
I would
fun
probably
as the
be a
killer.
victim.
Yeah, I like to be the victim. I don't know. I don't have a lot of fun playing killer. There you go. There's some games out there we want our skins in, preferably Dead by Daylight. Our next one is from Kino, who has video games that made you cry. Oh, mine is super easy. I cried at Kana. No, I won't put any spoilers in case anybody wants to play that. But very early in Kana is definitely a tearjerker. And I also cried in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Probably a lot of them. All of the Zelda games at some point made me cry. Um, Life is Strange True Colors was the last one that I played that I literally was just like like I was like crying so much. Detroit Become Human made me cry. Firewatch made me kind of like tear up a little bit at some point in some
Mhm.
parts. There was a game that I played a long time ago called Frambo. That game made me cry. Um, I don't know, but I also cry easily.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If you give me somebody who I'm watching die, I'm gonna cry every single time. If I'm watching them, if they're sick or just not even just the video games, movies, life, I can't watch any of like the Make a Wish things. It tears me up
Oh
every single.
yeah.
If I have to watch somebody dying, like a process of somebody dying, oh god, yeah, I'm out of there. I can't do it.
Like if especially like if there you have developed some sort of attachment to certain characters
Mhm.
or just like simply there's like an atmosphere already in the game that it's just like it makes you cry. But like in Zelda, like it's not even like people dying because in the Wind Waker, something that would make me cry was like when Link had to leave the island and his grandma was like so sad.
Yeah.
And just like she's just like a little old lady there. Like, I'm gonna cry again.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't think I've
You
had
look
any more. I was definitely like you saying about being so attached to the character. I'll go ahead and say spoiler alert for Red Dead Redemption 2. Have you played that or
Yeah, I haven't like gone far at all.
okay, maybe I won't spoil anything. But there's
Yeah.
yeah, it'll make you cry. There you go. We'll just leave it at that. Thank you for that question. Our next one is from Dakota, who says, "What are some of the weirder video game couples?" Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 with Princess
Oh, I don't
Elise
know.
was weird. Princess Elise was a human princess having hot, steamy sex with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's the weirdest thing ever. Uh,
What?
well, they didn't do it in the game. That's just my mind thinking. Well, it eventually went there.
Oh, it's like the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, except Sonic, which is even weirder.
Yeah.
um, I mean, depending on what websites you get on, Claire
Oh,
Redfield
we're
and
talking
Mr.
about
X.
couples,
Yeah.
or not side bodies. I don't know.
Well, I
Um.
mean, I just said Claire Redfield and Mr. X, and that's all based on adult websites. So, I mean, you can kind of just throw
Oh,
whatever you want out there, just
I
whatever.
have. I have no idea.
Uh,
I
I
don't think
that
I've played
new
a lot of
Baldur's
games
Gate,
with
there's like a
romance.
whole yeah, Baldur's Gate has like a whole bear situation.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
pretty
saw
weird.
that. I haven't played it, but I heard about it,
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay.
yeah.
I
That
read it.
I don't want to be. I know everybody's enjoying Boulder Gate. I don't want to be the guy to. That just I seen that. I was just like, I don't get it. The bear thing. I was like, okay, just I don't know.
I think the only thing that makes it okay for me is that it's actually a human, right? Or not a human,
Yeah,
but
it's a
like a person.
druid. Yeah, it's a
It's
druid
an actual
situation.
person.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like this is the only thing that makes me kinda okay with it because I am not up for like the, animals of any type.
Yeah. No, I'm with
No.
you. I was like, okay, I like if that's what gets y'all to play the game, cool. But it's just I don't know. It didn't really it didn't really speak to me. Uh, there you go. There's some weird ones out there. The Sonic one, all jokes aside, about like the Resident Evil
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
kinda
The
weird.
Sonic and Princess Elise was pretty weird. Uh, what's your most controversial? This one's from Andrea. What's your most controversial video game takes? I hate Final Fantasy 9, and I can go new also. Oh, this kind of makes people mad, but we're saying controversial. I'm not into Boulder Gates at all. Just be all the way honest. I just get it out here now. I hate doing this because I know people are enjoying it. There's just nothing about Boulder Gate that I'm into, and I'm not that into Starfield. Like from what I seen, I was just like, I know. I'm sorry. I was just like, I don't care.
That's actually something that I have to install and I forgot.
Okay. Dang, I thought you were gonna agree with me. It looked like you had like the. I was like, okay, I'm not alone. Nope, it's just me. Okay.
No, I'm definitely trying it out. Like, I'm excited actually to try it out.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people love it. Like everybody I'm talking to like it, and I wish I don't know. I haven't played it yet, so I'm not gonna give a.
Just try it.
Yeah, I'm not set in stone in that opinion. Just from what I've watched, I was just like, it's just not grabbing me to want to play it. But I'm definitely down to give it a shot, and I'm never gonna say I don't like it without trying it first. But
I guess like I honestly I don't feel like I have a lot of controversial opinions, but also I cannot think of any of them right now. But probably that I don't like Valorant.
oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I have tried Valorant and I did not enjoy it.
I've heard people
Eh,
say the same, and also feel the
yeah,
same of like I know people aren't gonna like it, but I don't like Valorant.
yeah,
I like to watch it.
yeah.
I never played. I like to watch people play Overwatch, and I like to watch people play Valorant because I can't ever play them, and it's fun watching people do that. Like, oh, they're doing this on mouse and keyboard. It's insane. And then when I was in your stream, which is funny, we won't get into this here. I was backtracking because I do this a lot with people that I end up getting better friends with later on. It's like, how did I ever meet this person? So I went down this path of like, how the hell did I run into Pink Radiohead? Because I don't think like that I found her. So I was like, okay, I see the common person that we had, but we could talk about that off stream or later. But
Oh.
uh nice. Nothing controversial there. I just don't want to throw somebody's name out here on the podcast. Y'all, there's nothing there. I just don't want to throw somebody's name on a podcast. But yeah, that was a tangent. I don't know. That's all I have for controversial, really. I just
Same here.
yeah. How do you are you into Motorgate? How do you like are you drawn into
No,
that? Not yeah, same.
like I feel like that it's a lot of reading
Mhm.
and not that I don't like that, but I honestly like I usually don't my attention doesn't stay in the game.
Yeah, long enough to
But
yeah.
I would have, but also I would have to try it to know if this one would catch my attention. But I can tell you a lot of games like from that genre, like they're left there
Yeah.
after 1 hour of gameplay.
Yeah, and I'm not even into D&D like that. So just all together it just hasn't been a thing. Our next one, if you don't feel comfortable answering this question, we can move on from it. Is somebody kind of looking for advice, but I don't know. So I don't know. It's probably not as crazy as I'm making it sound. It's just
Okay.
we'll see how you feel. I noticed on an early episode of Junk Mail that Pink Radiohead said she didn't eat chicken nuggets. And Anthony pivoted out of the conversation for her. I do that. I do that. Um, I was wondering if Pink Radiohead is vegetarian because I'm looking
Oh
to
no.
give up meat and was hoping for some good advice. Love the show, and you two are awesome. And that is from Heather.
Oh, hi Heather. Actually no, I wish I was vegetarian, but I'm not. I just don't like chicken nuggets. Like there was nothing crazy about that. Like I just don't eat chicken nuggets. I
Oh,
don't love
okay.
chicken.
Okay. Nice, nice,
I
nice.
don't
That's
love chicken, but I do have advice for what you can do, like to kind of like start eating less meat. I think, I don't think you should go to cold turkey because going into, like, normal eating to being vegetarian, you're probably there's probably a lot of nutrients that you're getting from your animal protein. So make sure that you research what you can like substitute with.
hmm
And then definitely a lot of grains and rice is usually very good, but also don't forget the greens because I think I did try to go vegetarian once like a very long time ago, but I was not prepared for it at all. And I was just eating like rice and and like I didn't know what else, but like I had no greens or anything. I was just always hungry,
yeah.
eating rice and apples. And I'm like, I definitely do not know what I'm doing. So I need to go back to eating normal.
hmm
And I do have a friend that actually is vegan, has been vegan for over 10 years. And she told me that at first, when she went vegan, she had a horrible experience because she was eating all the processed foods and stuff like that. So started losing her hair and stuff like that. But then she started reading and learning more about it. I think there's a book she recommended. Maybe I'll look it up and I'll give it to you. So maybe you can post it on the link on the
hmm
comments for her, Heather. But it basically kind of like shows you kind of like where you get your nutrients from and actually eating whole foods and making sure that you're getting everything that you need and like anything that you think might be low on as far as supplements and you can supplement there. But definitely whole foods diet is usually the best diet to go first,
hmm
and then the rest should be just additions to it. I'm not a dietitian. I just read and hear a lot about these things. And so, but yeah, I think that would be one advice. Just inform yourself a lot about it. So you have a
Yeah.
planning to action on it.
And probably talk to your doctor. I know nothing about this type of thing, but like you were just saying about there's certain nutrients and things you're gonna need. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna quit meat and things like that, you should definitely make sure you're getting something to replace whatever that stuff would give you. Now I'm gonna quit talking on this because I know nothing about it, but there you go.
Yeah, no, but it's true though. Like I do not eat a diet high in animal protein. Like I can spend like a couple of days without eating any type of
Mhm.
meat, but I do have like cheeses and milk and stuff like that. 'Cause I love cheese. But but yeah, and eggs, but which
Okay.
I don't think count, but I'm not sure.
There we go. All right. Was there anything else to that question or no? Okay, that was it. Final two. Okay, let's go with what app in your phone do you doom scroll the most from Mr. Shonen? So Mr. Shonen, thank you for that. What app in your phone do you doom scroll the most?
Unfortunately, Instagram, because I see one reel and then I start seeing all
Yeah.
the reels after, and I'm like, ugh, stop! And like I
Never
find
stop.
myself like guilt. Yeah,
I used to
but
be
I have been really good about it lately.
I used to be really bad about TikTok and I'm not on it like I was. Like I post my stuff a lot of times and get off, or I don't scroll through very much. But YouTube Shorts got me now.
Hmm.
I found RDC World who does YouTube videos, and I've been watching them do Elden Ring. I'm not even into like YouTube like that. I'm not like a big YouTube fan, but lately, like RDC World, I'll sit and watch them do a 9-hour stream of Elden Ring. No, not in one sitting, obviously, but just like, all right, tomorrow I want to see some more of what they were doing in Elden Ring. I love RDC World. They are hilarious. And I started now, like, they're in my YouTube algorithm, so like I'll go through shorts and it's just all their stuff, and so I'm just like scrolling and just like doom scrolling through all the shorts because it's all RDC World, and I have been losing hours to RDC World. So shout out to y'all. um, that's it. I don't do TikTok like I used to. I really hate Twitter or X or whatever the hell they're calling it, but I use it for social media.
I don't use Twitter either.
Yeah,
My Twitter account, I actually deleted the account that I had, like that I created back in the day. I actually deleted it, but I started from zero again, but like with nothing on it. I just have like a random picture of like what's it called? I can't it's horizon maybe. It's not the word that I was searching for, but like it's like a horizon. So I look like the proper bot, basically.
like the
Just bot
sunset
again.
situation.
Not
Oh.
exactly the sunset situation, but I mean, wait, because panoramic, like a panoramic picture.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
someplace. And that's literally my Twitter profile because I remember reopening it just to look at the what is the Twitter updates of Overwatch when the servers were down.
Yeah, I've done that before. Go when the update is servers are down on something. I go on Twitter
Yeah,
and see.
that's usually
Yeah.
how I use it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, there you go, Mr. Shonen. I'm actually doing a lot better just not being on social media as much. I try to post, look at a few things, and get off. Our last question is going to Jordan. We haven't got a question from Jordan in a while. Welcome back, Jordan. What is something legal but unethical? Oh, I got a good one for you. What do you think?
This is gonna get very controversial.
We could get there.
Yeah, I think Florida made something legal, which is you are able to carry guns without a permit.
Oh, yes, I did see that. Yeah.
And besides the entire situation that that we need a gun reform,
Yes.
right? On top of
Yes.
that, this is what's happening in Florida. And like Florida is not free of violence, and Florida is not free of crazy, horrible people. Obviously,
Right.
everybody talks about Florida for a reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Well,
think that is
yeah.
something that is legal, but it literally is unethical.
Yeah.
And
well-
also all the bans in education that are happening in Florida as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that's-
So if you want to see things that are legal but they're completely unethical, please look at Florida.
Yeah, and I always tell every time we talk about Florida, I always say I'm in Texas and we're in the exact same boat with y'all. Like the same thing y'all hear, we get that too. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot when it comes to that kind of stuff. But in complete agreement with you on that. I seen one. I watched a documentary last night. It's called BS High. I forgot what the BS stands for, Bishop Sycamore or something like that. And the dude made a fake high school and was playing real high school football teams and was bringing people to his high school team that there's no high school. Like these kids are coming here not realizing there's no school or education, and they're playing on this dude's team. And the only reason they got caught was because they played a bunch of high school games, and like they're being looked at like a real school. I don't know how the parents haven't noticed it, or how whoever runs the school board systems in Ohio or how any of that stuff works. They were just playing other teams in Ohio, and the only reason they got caught was because whoever's like the big beast high school team in Ohio didn't have anybody to play. And ESPN, they play on ESPN. And so they called that BS High team and they accepted it. So they went on ESPN and played a real football team against these people who win like the championship in high school football every year. And they were getting beat so bad. I think at one point it was like 30 something to nothing. Everybody's like, who is this team that we're watching on here? I've never heard of these people. And so people are going on Twitter and they're just like, yo, you guys, who are you guys? The kids are at halftime. Mind you, they're losing 30 something to nothing. So they're in that halftime at locker room and they're looking at their phones and they're getting all these tweets sent to them like, who are y'all? And they're like, wait, what is happening? And that's when it started registering, this isn't real who we're playing for. Now this dude also brought people who were in their 20s onto the team that were playing high school kids, and they were still losing, but they were so like, it just got really bad. Like,
what was the goal?
Well, it depends on who you ask. In the documentary, he's claiming he was trying to give these kids a chance who couldn't make it on other schools, and he wanted to get them to college. They're saying
But
he was trying to scam
with
for
no
money.
education. Yeah, with no education.
Yeah, they're saying, the kids are saying like, no, he was just trying to get money out of us because they had to pay to go to the school, and it was a scam.
So
But
it was a private school.
Yeah, is what he's claiming. So yeah, he signed he brought all these people also that were in their 20s, and like they're so untrained that they're like, in this game that's being televised on ESPN, they're getting tore up. Like somebody tore their ACL because they're getting hit by teams that are like really trained for this. So like somebody tore their ACL, somebody's shoulder popped out of place, somebody broke their ankle, and they don't have team doctors or anything. So the coach is just walking out there and telling them what to do. Like, yeah, go to the bench. Or if you're not, he told one kid, if you're not hurting right now, you can still play. So yeah, them getting on ESPN is what got everybody looking at this. But I tell this story because nothing he did was illegal. You can legally make a fake school and play football. Like nobody, it's not a law. Yeah, it's not a law.
That's the thing. There's a lot of things like, because like legality, I like hate when people tell me like, well, it's the law, because like, yes, on one side the law should be respected in most cases, but also like there's other things like, oh my god, I'm not gonna go into that because I'm getting into my political stuff, but like but if you look at history, like Spain for example, when they had like the dictatorship for a long time, like at some point the dictatorship realized that they needed to legalize the regime, and then they started doing law and like just basically like legalizing everything, so it's on paper now, so it's legal, so I'm not doing anything unethical, but you are though. So it's because like people obviously, like I think two things have to be present, and
no, I guess it's exactly what you're saying, especially when it comes to something as serious as like some of the topics like guns and Black history in schools and like all these different things that are there. I mean, we could, everybody wants to have fun and just be like, oh, we're trying to escape everything. But at the same time, all this is reality, which is why you're always allowed to use this platform to speak on things like that. And I'm in total agreement with all of it. As somebody who lives in Texas, I see it every day too. So we're always on the same page with that kind of stuff. And especially when it comes to laws, there's a lot that's legal and unethical. But there we go. And if y'all haven't watched, you don't even have to be a sports fan. If you have HBO Max and you haven't watched BS High, it's insane. But it gets really sad, obviously, because those kids, one of them got a scholarship, and then when the school found out he was on that team, they took it back. And so he didn't get to go to the school that he wanted to go to. Yeah, it gets really sad, but at the same time, you're watching this, you're just like, I can't believe this happened, that like nobody can do anything. He can't go to jail, like nobody can do anything about it because it wasn't illegal. And
that's horrible.
Yeah, it's so bad. But there you go. There was a longer episode of Junk Mail Tuesday. But those were some really good questions. We had a really good time with that. I enjoyed that. But we'll get up out of here. Thank y'all for the questions. Keep them coming. you can find us on Twitch. I'm twitch.tv/Anthony Streams. She is twitch.tv/Pink Radiohead. And we are out of here. So goodbye. Oh wait, y'all can't see my peace sign. There you go.